the Grateful Dead, Michael Jackson are some of the hottest tickets in concert business today. But surprise, surprise, you know who is right up there with them? A couple who have been going strong for more than 30 years. Will you please welcome a couple who will be at the Westbury Music Tent May 9th through 12th and May 16th through 19th. They have a new record called Alone Together. Steve Lawrence and Eydie Gorme.
Thank you. Hello, Joan.
Are you kidding?
How are you?
And I see you've been at home shopping again.
That's her life, you know. On the road, she's up till 4 in the morning calling 1-800-anybody.
See,
this one is the
I know, because I buy all that stuff.
No, this one really is the home
I know it.
Not this one.
No,
but this one.
But I buy
But
at
this
middle of the
one
night.
is so real, I have to keep it on the inside.
But wouldn't that be funny? You walk around New York, they pull that one off.
I got so many, it doesn't matter.
Just tell you, I'll call for another.
Yeah, I got plenty
But
of
a
them.
T-foul underwear is a bit much, though, isn't it?
Hung up on the T-foul.
Now, alone together, Steve
Yes.
and Eydie and Steve. Ever separate? You always, I've never seen you, I was thinking,
No,
we know each other 30 years, never seen you except together.
No.
Well, we are Steve and Eydie. It's like one person. Dean Martin, as a matter of fact, when I run into him, he calls me Steve and Eydie. Hey, Steve and Eydie. You know. It's become like like one person. We've been married going on 33 years this December.
And
I really deserve that. Thank you.
That's about it, too, hon. You can use the 800 number for whatever you want.
And were your families happy when you got married, or did they think it wouldn't work?
Well, I don't know. I don't think we really cared. I mean, we knew it was
Yeah,
going to
but
work.
who wasn't happy? Your family, his family?
My mother, for about 20 years after we were married, she still had her head in the oven. No question about it, you know.
Is she still alive today?
No, my mom's not. My dad is. He's 92, and he's still going strong. He's
Amazing.
And we're down. We were recently down in Florida, and we were doing a couple of concerts on both coasts of Florida. We had a wonderful time. My father, at 92, you know, there's a couple of things liable to go wrong. You know, it's like George Burns. You know, I said, George, you look wonderful. He said, yeah, but from here down, I need makeup. You know, so there's you know, like when you get to be like 92, certain things start to fall apart on you. And my dad's legs were bothering him, and I said, Dad, you know, why don't you wear some sneakers? He didn't know what sneakers were. He's never worn sneakers in his life. So I got him a pair of black sneakers that he could wear with a suit. You would think now that I gave the man the Hope Diamond. It was like a discovery, like he's got a new lease on life. He can't believe it. Sneakers, boy, what a great invention.
If you were starting today, do you think you would have been as popular as you've been? What kind of music what song would you be singing today?
Well, first of all, when we started, it was already too late for us because rock and roll had already started when we started. And we chose to go our way at that time anyway. And so I guess we probably choose, you know, if you're born, whatever you're born to, if you can't do it, you can't do it.
It's an impossible question. I know what you're saying, but it's an impossible question to really answer. It's like saying if you were starting out in comedy today, where would you be? Would you be doing the kind of comedy that they're doing today? I don't know.
Andrew Dice Clay. I mean,
would you be doing
Andrew
that?
Dice Clay, God bless him. I love that they would put him on Saturday Night Live. Like, that's tasteful.
Yeah, right, really, really.
But musically, though, I think if our tastes were the same, if we were starting today, it would be a lot more difficult.
But did you think, I mean, that you last this long is incredible. The span of the career.
What's going on now is really unreal.
It's
Absolutely unreal.
It's even more fascinating today because we do concerts all over the world. Eydie, as a matter of fact, just won the not only in her Spanish.
Just won the biggest album in Japan.
She got the album of the year.
Yeah. Jazz.
It was incredible.
And I had a top 10 Latino record last year.
And I must say, in Spain, we get off the plane. They don't know me from a hole in the wall. Eydie is like the diva there, you know. They think I'm Mel Torme for some reason or other. You know.
Well, it rhymes. See, it's Eydie Gorme and Mel Torme.
Mel Torme. So I say yes, and I just hold the bags and I go, you know, 'cause it's much easier than explaining, you know. So we were in this hotel, and Eydie speaks fluent Spanish, aside from the fact that she's had many big international best-selling albums in Spanish. So when you're in a country and you don't speak the language, and I relied totally on her. She's ordering dinner. We go to dinner in a restaurant. We're sitting there. The waiter comes over to me, and I go, you know, you have to talk to her, or to get a car or something. So I really wanted to surprise her. So every day, like in room service, she would order it, and I was studying the menu for 6 days. I'd lock myself in the bathroom, and I'm studying.
I don't know what he's doing there.
I'm studying the menu to, you know, to order breakfast. So I pick up the phone the day we're leaving. She says, give me the phone. I says, I'll handle it today. I says, no, you'll talk like, you know, when you don't speak the language, at least I have a tendency to talk like me want eat.
Yes.
You know, I figure maybe they'll understand it better. She says, if you spoke Oxford English, they wouldn't understand you.
But
Why do you
certainly better than when you speak the way you speak to
so
anybody in any country.
So I
me
studied.
Want go, I go,
me
you
go,
we what?
Me go toilet. But you know, it doesn't matter. You know, you're not going to find it. So I was studying the Spanish on the room service menu, and I picked up the phone and I said, servicio, por favor, señor, en su último piso, servicio para dos, jugo de naranja y toronja medio y 4 veces de agua 2 minutos y pan tostado su mantequilla en lado, café negro, servicio pronto, muchísimas gracias. And I hung up. She looked at me and she said, sweetheart, that was beautiful. I said, yeah, but it's not what I wanted.
Eydie Gorme, we go back so far. I remember I was in Cafe Society, and you two came, and you were the only ones in the whole audience that laughed.
And we would come all the time. We would come.
I think I'm probably one of the few people that saw the sign outside your house enlargement that your folks put out there and said, last girl before the highway.
That's right. And you drove right past.
But I did slow down.
And you was, I worked with you, Melissa, and the boys, and we've been through good times. We've been through bad times. It's amazing.
Long time.
And we're
saw
here.
Melissa out here. She looks wonderful.
Yeah.
She wants to pursue.
She
wants to pursue guys.
Yeah.
No, she wants to pursue.
And we've been through Edgar's suicide, you know, and your son's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Been through a lot.
How did you you came through.
I'm not through.
Never
I don't
through.
think you're ever through a child's death.
No, you don't ever get through. You go on.
You go on.
As best you can. Life has changed for the rest of our lives, but you go on.
You do have to make a decision somewhere along the way if you're going to live or die, or just go into a home someplace.
Can I just explain to the three people who don't know? They have 2 wonderful boys and a very close family, and Michael was incredible and healthy.
Yeah.
And one day, he was dead.
That's right.
He died of sudden death. I guess recently this young basketball player, probably people...
But I never saw, in Hollywood, I never saw a community come around, because it was the first thing that happened to all of us.
Michael, too.
Well, they knew him. They loved him. He was an easy kid to love.
He was so wonderful, and he was so funny.
Yeah.
And
he was
so big and strong and athletic. He was a seated tennis player, a black belt karate. And this young boy that just died on the basketball court, that was the Hank Gathers. And that's the exact same thing that happened to Michael, except that Michael wasn't playing at the time. He woke up in the morning, and by the time they called the paramedics, he was gone. And he's never been sick a day in his life.
How did you get back to yourselves? Because I know we all carry the scar. You know what I'm saying? We all carry the wound. But how did you finally say, I'm going to go back to work? How could you sing sad songs on stage?
Well, some of them hurt, and I guess they always will. But you make a decision to, it's very easy. If you're going to go on living, you have to go on living. You know? And we do have another son.
Who's wonderful.
And we do have each other.
Wonderful.
And
wonderful.
For as long as we're here, we're going to try to have as good a time as we can.
I remember my son David was graduating conservatory here in New York a month after Michael died. And we did have to come back here for that, and did want to have a special graduation for him. We didn't want, that to go down as well. And I have such vague recollections of coming back into New York. I remember walking into strange people on the street and taking out pictures of my boy and showing them pictures.
Yeah.
I mean, just strangers. I was like whacked out. And I don't remember very much of the first 2 years, even though we went back to work after a year. And couldn't do any of the old songs, you know, that we'd been doing. I Love a Parade for an hour, you know. And it's been tough. It's 4 years.
Did this put a terrible strain on the marriage? Did it
No, not on a marriage. If anything, it
brought
brings...
you close? Because it can do one of two things.
We've
It can
heard
also
that.
rip people
We've
apart.
heard that, yes.
We've also learned that sudden death, as they refer to it, there's 300,000 young children worldwide die of this a year, and they're between the ages of 17 and 30, and they're all healthy, athletic, strong
And usually
children.
young men.
Yes.
And all, yeah, young, strong, vital young men.
Oh, no,
and
there have been 2 girl athletes.
it's one of two things happens. It either brings you tighter as a family together, or it can explode and separate people. It's to change the subject.
Yeah,
It's like decorating a house.
I was going to say.
You know, it's like if you want to decorate a house. I mean, there are people that have been divorced because they're buying a house and we're redoing it and redecorating it. What do you mean the bathroom's here? I like to walk over here. Well, put the, you know.
Every time you're about walking back to the bathroom, there's stars, and they've been stars forever. But I still remember one time you had a dog, you used to go to the bathroom in the house, you used to walk in your bathroom and slide every night to the bathroom.
It's true. As a matter of fact...
But at least he did it in the right spot. We never missed, you know.
But we talked, in those days we were talking, we had a very big chat about that one night we came to see you when you were doing a little thing, you know, in California. And, you know, they get you by the frame. They come in, no problem, we're going to enlarge this a little bit, enlarge that, and then the frame is up. Now you haven't got a roof, you haven't got a door.
Oh, yeah, but you figure you're going to be in 2
right?
weeks. Look
So
at
now
this.
the rains come. So they said, well, the world ran out of concrete, so we can't deliver the concrete.
Grouting.
The world ran out of grouting. There's no more grouting in the world. We were living with plastic over our house for almost 2 years, and Michael, God bless him, he was late for school one day. I said, Michael, you know, you're kind of late today. He says, well, you have to forgive me. I come from a broken home. And the teacher said to him, I didn't know your mother and father were getting divorced. He says, they're not. I come from a broken home.
I want to thank you so much for being on Westbury this coming weekend and next weekend. And then
very soon after that, I'm not sure of the date, but we have our first date
At the Sands in Atlantic City, the 29th of
new
June.
engagement.
Oh,
June
I think I'm
29th.
going to be there.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's great.
Wonderful.
All right.
Great.
We'll be right back. Thank you both. That's great. Oh, how nice. Great to have you on.